Hi, I'm Emma Sullivan, and for my passion project, I worked with the American Cancer Society to focus on cancer education. The American Cancer Society was founded in 1913 by 10 doctors and 5 laypeople in New York City, and at this time, cancer was a death sentence. So the organization tried to focus on educating the public on what exactly cancer was. And this is whenever they developed their symbol, which is the iconic Sword of Hope, and George E. Durant developed the symbol to show the crusading spirit of the cancer movement. ACS really made waves after World War II when $4 million were donated for research, and ACS has actually contributed to every cancer research breakthrough in history. And ACS really focused on helping to educate the public on the signs and symptoms of cancer and supporting early diagnosis. And since then, it's grown into a much larger organization. The American Cancer Society does a lot more than just educate the public. They actually have a lot of different causes and branches of the organization that are specifically for that cause. So one cause is the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, and they have multiple events and fundraisers for this every year. They also have the Road to Recovery, which actually will drive patients to and from their hospital visits. They have Hope Lodge, which is a residential home for anybody that is coming from a different city and they need to stay somewhere. This actually provides free housing for them so they don't have to, spend the night in a hotel or try to find something elsewhere. They also have the Relay for Life, which is a really fun fundraiser for bringing little groups together and helping raise some money for cancer research. And also one of my favorite things that they do is they have the Cancer Action Network. So they actually are trying to enact bills and laws that will help reduce cancer and also help provide more accessible health care to cancer patients. I began volunteering with Yoli Strandl from Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, and I volunteered a few different times because they were actually moving locations in their St. Louis chapter, and I was helping wax together all of their merchandise, so they have a lot of different items that they sell in order to raise money. And I was also planning on helping organize their Making Strides Against Breast Cancer brunch, but this did get canceled, but Yoli told me that the next time they have it, and as soon as all of this is over, I'm free to join in on helping organize all of their events. And I was able to meet a lot of different team members, both volunteers and also those people who actually worked for the company, and they gave me a lot of insight on what I should do for my education aspect of this project. For the education aspect of my project, I really wanted to focus on educating middle schoolers on how to make healthy decisions now that will lead to a healthier future that's also hopefully cancer-free. And in order to do this, I met with a health teacher from Oakville Middle School, and we discussed different topics that should be focused on more and other topics that weren't as big of an issue. And after doing this, we decided to focus on getting active, healthy eating, and also not vaping, which is actually a very big issue in Oakville Middle School and in middle schools all across the country. So I originally was going to teach all 8 of her health classes in person, and I was going to have 40-minute long presentations because she wanted me to not only teach them but also work on different activities with them, and she said she could really use the break. But however, after COVID-19 hit, this was actually focused on an enrichment activity. So Ms. Spruill shared out my presentation with them, and then they were given different handouts that I was actually able to get from ACS directly. And this was just focused on them, how they're making healthy decisions in their life, and how that will benefit them in the future. 2 different activities that were given to the middle schoolers. So this one was exercise, and this one was on tobacco and alcohol. And these were just to help prevent these things. I also educated them on what cancer is, treatment for cancer, the causes of cancer, and healthy living. Vaping and e-cigarettes were the main concerns, so I definitely gave them a lot of statistics on how this is actually very detrimental to your body.